Hello everyone, and here I am again with yet another video on eponyms, even more eponyms. Today I'd like to consider things like Guy, Hoover, shrapnel and Morse code. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see which eponyms I have in store for you today. The first one is Guy. You might not think of this as an eponym, but it actually is. Okay, you all know the meaning of Guy is just a general informal term used for a man. But it actually is from Guy Fawkes. And you're familiar with Guy Fawkes, I think. He's famous for the gunpowder plot, an attempt to blow up the Houses of Parliament in 1605. Back then, Guy was actually not a very common name, and Guy Fawkes himself actually wanted to be called Guido. That was the real name. Anyway, gradually after the gunpowder plot, Guy began to be used to refer to the effigies of Guy Fawkes, the likenesses, the figures that in Britain are made every year to remember the gunpowder plot, and then those effigies are burnt. And then gradually that also evolved into meaning just any kind of scruffy looking man, not just a likeness, a figure, but also living persons. But it's actually only in the USA that eventually the term Guy lost its negative meaning and got to what it just means now, just a man. The next one, Hoover. You probably know that a hoover in Britain especially just means a vacuum cleaner, or the verb to clean with a vacuum cleaner. It refers back to an American, William Henry Hoover, who established the Hoover Company, which produced vacuum cleaners. And especially in Britain, the brand name Hoover became eponymic. It became the name for the machine, and then also began to be used as a verb to do the cleaning with a hoover. In American English, it's still quite rare to hear hoover being used in that sense. There it's a vacuum cleaner. We turn then to shrapnel, meaning pieces, bits of metal from a bomb or an artillery shell. Why is that an eponym? Because indeed there was a man called Henry Shrapnel. He was an English artillery officer living in the 18th and 19th centuries, and he was the inventor of the so-called shrapnel shell. That was a shell that was filled with ball bearings or metal bits and designed to kill as many soldiers as possible. Actually, it would explode shortly before coming down to the ground. Later on, it was seen that just ordinary shells would also fragment into bits and would also kill or seriously wound soldiers. And so, the shrapnel became to mean just those metal bits that fly around when a bomb or an artillery shell explodes. The last eponym that I have for you today is Morse, or Morse code, known to everyone, a kind of code that works with dots and dashes. and can be used either in sound or in light also. And indeed, it's an eponym because there was Samuel Morse, an American inventor in the 19th century, who, among others, helped design the electric telegraph also, and he invented the code, and automatically his name was linked with the code, Morse or Morse code. Right, I hope you found this interesting, and if you did, please like and subscribe and consider leaving a comment. I will see you soon. Bye bye.